Good morning, and thank you for tuning in to your Wallops weather briefing. Well, we had some windy conditions out there this morning as that front moved through last night. We're seeing winds over 25 knots as we do have a wind advisory in effect currently and are expecting that to continue throughout the remainder of the day. Currently, those winds peaking around 30 to 40 miles per hour, and we're going to continue to see them stay at that general level as we go throughout the afternoon. Looking at our current surface analysis, this front that has moved through overnight last night is pushing farther off the coast this morning, and we see some tightly packed isobars behind that front as high pressure begins to build in from the west, resulting in those gusty winds that we are seeing out of a westerly direction this morning. We're going to continue to see those windy conditions under partly to mostly cloudy skies here for the next couple of days as that front pushes farther off the coast and high pressure builds in from the west. Looking at our upper level wind information from this morning's balloon release, you can see not only do we have the strong winds at the surface, we also see them as we go up in height up to the 25,000 foot level. You see the winds out of the southwest at 134 knots, and generally seeing a westerly component at the low levels of the atmosphere, and then more of a southwesterly component as we get up to around 25,000 feet. The freezing level this morning was at 2,700 feet. Taking a quick look at our radar imagery this morning, you can see nothing in the area. We did have a few lingering showers early this morning around 6 to 6:30 a.m., but we have seen those move off the coast and will not see any more precipitation as we go throughout the remainder of the day. I want to take a quick look at our visible satellite imagery. You can see a pretty good amount of clearing here across the mid-Atlantic region, all of the cloudiness associated with that front well off the coast this morning. We're going to see a little bit of low-level cloudiness around 5,000 to 6,000 feet, but should average out mostly sunny as we go through the morning and afternoon hours today. Looking at our forecast maps and what we can expect here on our high-resolution model depicting precipitation chances over the next couple of days, it will be pretty slim, especially as we go through the next 24 hours. Not expecting any precipitation here as we go into the evening hours of Thursday and into the first part of the day on Friday. We'll pause the model here at about noontime on Friday. You can see a few light returns off to the west associated with a little bit of upper level energy that will be swinging through the region later in the evening on Friday. As you can see here, a little bit of light rain activity possible by the evening hours of Friday. Could even see a few flurries Friday night, but not expecting anything significant as far as that precipitation goes. Not expecting any accumulation. If you do get any snow at all, it'll be in the form of a few flurries after we start out with a few sprinkles earlier in the evening. As we go through the day on Saturday, looking at dry weather continuing through the day on Saturday, and we're going to switch here to our longer range model. Here's the European model, sort of depicting the same setup here for Saturday. We'll see continued weak areas of upper level energy moving through the area Friday and Saturday, and that will result in a few more clouds than what we'll have today. And then as we go into the first part of next week, we'll start to see a bit of a warm-up. Probably our coldest day will come on Saturday as we get a little bit more of a reinforcing shot of cold air Friday night. And then as we go into the first part of next week, looking at some mild conditions, especially by the midweek period, where we could be pushing 70 degrees for our daytime highs. Looking at our next 24 hours, the only hazard really showing up here on our chart would be for the winds that we are expecting to continue over 25 knots throughout the remainder of the day. Looking at winds potentially gusting up between 30 and 35 knots during the afternoon, and then during the evening hours, still seeing breezy conditions under partly cloudy skies. Those winds likely right around 25 knots as we go through the overnight period tonight. Temperatures should cool to about 32 degrees for an overnight low tonight into early Friday morning. And then as we look at the next 7 days, we're going to see a little bit cooler conditions on Saturday with that reinforcing shot of cold air Friday night. And again, about a 20% chance of some sprinkles or a few flurries late in the evening on Friday. Sunday, we'll see a gradual warm-up begin. 48 degrees expected for your daytime high on Sunday, and then Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, seeing temperatures well above average for this time of year. A low of 35 degrees expected on Monday with a high of 58, And then we get into the 60s by Tuesday and Wednesday. Seeing a shot of a few showers on Tuesday. Looks like that we will see a little bit of a break in the action on Wednesday before another chance of some rain on Thursday. But right now, Wednesday is looking like a very nice day. It will be a little bit breezy, but we're seeing temperatures possibly into the upper 60s on Wednesday with only about a 20% chance of some precipitation. If we do get any on Wednesday, it looks like that would likely come in the evening hours with the daytime conditions staying dry. Well, that'll wrap it up for today's weather briefing. We'll be back again tomorrow morning at 8:15 and at 10 a.m. Have a nice day.